My name is Ruth Carter, and I'm a licensed attorney in Arizona, and I'm also the owner of Carter Law Firm in Phoenix. And today I want to talk a little bit about waivers, those lovely forms you sign when you want to do something that's possibly dangerous, like paintballing, skydiving, going to one of those trampoline parks, participating in some kind of race, or sending your kid off to Little League. A lot of times if you actually read the fine print, you are giving up the right to sue if you are injured. Basically if anything bad happens to you is the way most of those things are written. So do those waivers hold up? Well, that is a state law issue. So if you are wondering if a waiver in your state holds water, you'd have to check with a local attorney. Now I've looked it up in Arizona, and yes, these waivers generally do hold water. So one thing that I do when I'm confronted with a waiver, the first thing I do is I read the whole thing and I look for a provision that says whether or not I'm allowed to alter it. Most of the time they leave this out. So when that is the case, I take my pen and I just start crossing stuff out that I don't agree with. I cross it out, initial it, and sign it and turn it in and see if they'll take it. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And they have the right to not accept my altered waiver, and they'll come back and say, yeah, we can't accept it. You can either fill out the waiver as written, or you can choose not to participate in, the event, the activity, whatever. And I get to decide then if I'm going to accept their rules. And I actually had a very challenging situation once. I was at one of those trampoline parks, and they wouldn't let me alter the waiver, so I had to sign it. And then I got up into the trampoline area, and I realized it was a madhouse where children were running around everywhere, and the staff weren't preventing people from crashing into each other or enforcing any type of rules really, except the ones that said you can't lie on the trampoline and you can't bring your phone or a camera. And so I was thinking, well, shit, if anything bad happens to me, I can't sue these guys because I gave up the right to sue when I came in. On the flip side, I realized if I kill a child who gets in my way, the parents can't come after me either because they waived the right to protect their child's safety, basically. So I didn't stay long, but that was a very interesting experience. So something to keep in mind when you are filling out those waivers. They may, hold water. It may most likely do. And read it carefully and understand what risks you are taking on either for yourself or your children, and whether or not that's something you really want to do. So yeah, remember, these waivers are contracts, and a lot of times they do hold up. So if you have questions about a particular waiver or waivers in general in your state, contact a lawyer in your community, and I will catch up with you later. Take care.